there in the woods, and we woke up to a nightmare in the beginning of the game. And when we woke up, we met up with our friends and our mom. And our mom asked us to bring us some herbs, plants, whatever. And I mean, herbs are plants, so whatever. So we went into the woods, but then we heard a strange sound. And when we followed that sound to like a parking lot, cabin, woods place type thing, we found a weird electric shark statue there that was telling us, hey, you can make, eventually, maybe, lots of money if you rebuild the valley and bring people back. And so we were, okay, yeah, we're gonna do that. So we built up the cabin, invited some people over, and then we went on to the A24, which was like a highway kind of thing with a motel and a like diner and all the things like that and a scrapyard, and we built that back up. And then we went to the old captain's house near the dam, the farmhouse, and built that up. And we got some stuff from the radio tower and fixed that so we can have like reception and all that kind of stuff. We like made proper plumbing, gave them like a camping ground and all that kind of stuff. And then we went into the snowy regions. And in the snowy regions we repaired the greenhouse and 2 cabins, 2 larger ones. And we also met a strange old, what was he, not a bobcat, not a meerkat, whatever, some kind of creature in that regard, who seemed very devastated. Because humans weren't nice to it. They captured it at some point and held it imprisoned, and it got very traumatized by it. But we managed to warm its heart last time with some food. Oh, and in between that we also repaired like a middle of the woods, like at the foot of the mountain, kind of like free cabin thing. But yeah, we helped that guy find some peace and comfort and food, and like gave him some warmth and talked to him, gave him a little bit of hope, and he sent us off our merry ways into to the coastline where the lighthouse is, which we also repaired, so we can actually talk to, well, some strange fellows to figure out something about our nightmare, I guess. Also, in the midst of all this, we found out that the woman we were helping out and giving money to and helping fix all the things, who told us a heartwarming story of how she lived in the valley and she was tending like some of the cabins and stuff, and she wanted to like bring life back to the valley and all that, because after the war and the like uproar they had, everything got destroyed and she lived there alone, and she gave us that whole heartwarming story. In the end she booked it with her money and she just left on a cruise ship. And she was also the one that called the shark company over to like the loan shark company to have us rebuild all the cabinets, so that was nice of her. But yeah, we're hopefully gonna figure out what our nightmares are and what the creatures in our nightmares are, or the creature in our nightmare is today. So let me pick up my food and then we're gonna attack right into the... And yes, food does tend to make things better. I mean, depending on the food, but good food that you crave when you eat it, that makes things better usually. And of course it gets even better if it's prepared by a caring person. So it's like we're a Care Bear in this game. So, doesn't always last that long, the happiness from food. You guys really animate to do bad puns more. And I don't know if I love or hate it. I have mixed feelings about this, but you guys are evil. And you two know who I'm speaking of. Probably. But yeah, so we ended up in Winterberry. And I was on my way to White Stowaway. What's that now? No idea what you're talking about? Yeah, thought so. So, the creatures we have to talk to are the three-horned devils by the sea. Which are these guys? What the? Get a load of this guy! Why did you not falling into the dark brute's lair? It didn't look like that dark to me. Baron's breakfast, more like Baron's slow, because man, this game is slow-paced. I mean, breakfast is supposed to be like cozy and like relaxing, right? Especially if you're on holiday, like you're taking your time. I guess that's where brunch comes into. Maybe it should have been called Baron Brunch. That's a slow late breakfast, but yeah. I am eating carrot sauce and pasta. With a ton of basil and a little bit of sunflower oil. Although at this point it's probably more like a compote. Typical wise guy. Your flesh looks nice and tender, just like he likes it. Thank you! Yes, nice and juicy. We're about to see. I count 1, 2, 3 weird-looking devils. Do you know anything about dark forces? Do we... He's killing me over here. Oh, there guys, we know nothing on an empty stomach. Yeah, that's right, we want something nice and juicy for ourselves. If we are to know anything, that is. Well, I thought about it, and you can't have a bite of me. What are you, a ding-dong? That's disgusting. We could never go on this turf, but we could go for some nice peaches. Those are real nice and juicy. Yeah, but not just any peaches. They better be nice and cooked and tender, like, and they better be enough for us, so peach cobbler. Here, I love myself some peach cobbler. I'm also a sucker for canned pears for some reason. I don't know why I like them so much, but I canned pears and like a dessert. So good. So juicy. I do like pears, like, as they are, but like canned pears. Canned peaches. Just add a thing. Although, like, I do prefer apricots over peaches, but like canned peaches in food. Definitely better when it comes to fresh. I prefer apricot. 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 I'll let you cook here. Okay. So, peach cobbler, huh? That is gonna require peaches, it's gonna require probably butter, flour, and all those kind of things. We have butter, we have eggs, we have sugar. I think we need flour and we need peaches, which I think... These are not peaches, these are plums, I think, yeah. I think peaches were in pine... Were they in... Why am I even walking? I can use the bus. Also, I guess you guys prefer your breakfast cooked, huh? Here it is more common to have a cold breakfast. Although technically boiled eggs are a decent common thing, and like scrambled eggs. I always found like the food cultures in different countries, like especially for breakfast and stuff, really interesting. And yeah, I didn't read public right there. Whoops. Brain, don't do that. No, not what I wanted to do. But yeah, always found it very interesting to compare how like the food culture differs. Like, you know, like in Germany it's very common to, instead of actually cook food and eat a meal twice a day, like a warm meal, you usually eat one meal once a day, and the rest of the day you either, I mean, you can eat leftovers in the evening, but it's more common to eat Abendbrot, aka evening bread, or and then breakfast is also bread. So basically it's like bread rolls, maybe croissants if you feel like fancy and go to the bakery, with like anything from butter to like an assortment of jams to I think apricots were... where are apricots at? Because that's bell pepper, that's plum, that's berries, tomatoes. But yeah, here we basically then have like cold cuts, meat spreads, or like veggie spreads, smoked fish pieces, things like that. Like any kind of thing that you can eat on bread or bread roll. Nutella, of course, hazelnut spread. Were there peaches in the greenhouse? I don't know. I love me some good smoked fish. I love smoked eel. We have some mad smoked eel here. I think I told you guys before about the smoked eel competitions and stuff we have here at the coast. It's just so fatty and juicy, and that's just lemons. Trying to find peaches. Smoked salmon is very, very common. Although, funnily enough, for most smoked salmon, they actually don't use salmon. I forgot what the fish is called in English, but it's like not salmon. It's I need to look this up, but it's actually one of my favorite fish. But yeah, not knowing the English word, of course. As always. Which is fine. Oops. Gotten stuck here. I love that he just casually runs around with food in his pocket for like days and days on end. Seems like you choked on that. Yeah, absolutely. Be careful though. Are they around here? No. No. Plums at the coast. Where are peaches at? Sodas doesn't have anything. Blackness doesn't have anything. Are they in Whitestone Bay somewhere? Oh, yeah. Hi. I guess I have to work with that and hope that makes 3. Let's go to High Lake. Our kitchen should be up to date there. Hopefully, I think. Should. I've been playing this game for so long, you would think that I finally, you know, I know by heart, but no. Oh, it needs lemon, huh? Good thing we have all that. Let's make 3 peach cobbler. But yeah, I love me a good cobbler. And that's my 3D printer done. Nice. So you got our peaches? Yep. Got 3 peach cobblers for you. Yeah, these better. So what do you want to know? He's come to you? Has he talked to you? He? Yeah, the bloody prince. The sanguinary sovereign. Oh gosh. What a name. The bird god. I don't think so. I don't know. I've never heard of anyone like that. But you're looking for him, correct? Otherwise, what are you doing fetching peaches for a bunch of good-looking weirdos? Well, I had some weird dreams lately, so he has paid you a visit. It was just a dream. Dreams. Yes, that's his usual MO. Before he hands you flesh and feasts on your remains, he terrorizes your dreams to tenderize your brain. For better eating, you know. Fewer thoughts, the better, less chewy. But scared and also, I do not believe a word you're saying. To be fair, like, his brain is very empty most of the time anyways. Oh no, well, don't come to us when you'll be just another bag of bones for his pile. Don't think you thought that one through. Listen, if you're so sure he does not exist, we challenge you. Yes, we challenge you to prove that he does not exist. That's how it usually is done, yeah. Go for the Forbidden Forest, the Dark Grove. To the east, you'll find an entrance to a cave. That's the last place we saw him. Or we think we did. He doesn't like to be seen. Yes, once there, find and bring us evidence that he does not exist. It's the only way to prove your theory, of course. Let's make a date time before. I'm sure it's safe to go there. Totally. Just in an undescriptive hidden cave. Ooh, mahogany. Do I need it? No. Did my loot instincts kick in? Absolutely. In the Forbidden Forest, huh? I do think I remember that cave. I don't know where exactly it was though. Ah. Okay, we need at least 2 prospector's gears. So that means buying stuff, spending money, and I don't think we have that money. To me, I may have to tend to some of our facilities for a little while. But let's see, maybe we do. most annoying thing is, of course, to get back. Oh! Hello, Quest. Oh, hello, my boy. Pleasure seeing you again. I trust the balance gone smoothly. Yeah, never thought wood could be turned into so many things. Oh yes, you could carve it into something useful, like a chair, or something decorative, like a chair. Turn it into a weapon, like a chair. Yeah, exactly. Yes, it's a fine replacement for just about anything. Except maybe a child of your own. To hold and cherish. Say I was working on the cabin and had some extra wood laying around, so I made you something. Really? Yeah, I made you a little carving of me. Oh my, that's wonderful. If I had a refrigerator, it would go right at the very top. May I have it? Yes, yes, I left it back at the cabin. I'll be right back. Okay. That's a random thing, but at least it's not food. And yes, the loading time is almost the same as walking, but still. I think the small bear carving was an extra item you could buy. There it is. Haha, glad I remembered. They didn't carve it himself, he actually bought it, but hey. It's a nice gift idea, right? Nah. We do have the money, that's good. I'm gonna get 3 of them, now 4, because I know there was like one instance where we needed 3 at once. So might as well get some extra. And apparently some stuttering. Whoops. Hello there. So, may I have my gift now? Yes, it's right here. But this is wonderful. I've never received such a thoughtful gift. My boy, this is something any father would be ecstatic to receive from anyone, including members outside of their immediate family. Yes, but this is quite lovely. Thank you. I'd like to give you something in return that I've been saving for a long time. Not starting this for someone else, but, well, I think you should have it. This is my collection of ball bearings that I gathered over the years. You can never have too many ball bearings. You never know when something needs to run a little more smoothly in your life. Thanks, I think. Yes, well, run along now, you little rascal. So we have another trading quest. Ball bearings for? Maybe a pinball machine? I don't know, that's like the only thing I can imagine. I mean, obviously there's a lot of things that you need ball bearings for. Like, you can use a slingshot and fling them up, people. You could use them as weights and resin casting, not that I've ever done that. Obviously, it makes, like, any kind of thing you want to run smoothly, like wheels and stuff, run smoothly, so that also helps. Okay. Oh, iron key, what? This is not suspicious at all. I love that my mind immediately went to gambling. To be fair, that's because like the last few quests were kind of to get golden discs and stuff for video games, so. But still, We're missing a sword, but it's giving Stardew Valley dungeon mine vibes. Just without fighting stuff. Logger's tools? Okay. Just waiting for an encounter right now. I've played too much Mystery Dungeon. Or I guess this reminds me more of Pokemon Ranger, actually. Fuzzy Charm Key? One more Logger's Tools. I was thinking earlier, should I take Logger's Tools? But then I was like, nah, I don't need them. No, you do if I need them. Let's explore a little bit further. Maybe we can find some other things. It's very quiet in this cave, it doesn't make it less spoopy. Blackberries, huh? And mint, and... It is showing that there is something else here, this one. Okay, I don't see anything else, so I think this is it then. So we need to buy a Logger's Tool. Or we find the evidence. And then come back with a Logger's Toolkit. How about that? Let's drop off the evidence first. Yeah, totally no evidence that a beast doesn't exist. Could be a parrot though. Maybe the captain secretly was a pirate. It doesn't help that it's dark and sawdust and anywhere else now, but I guess we can skip to the night soon. Yes, that will make it better. So windy. When I got into the other room earlier, it was so cold because, like, again, I have like almost no furniture in there anymore. And like, I left the window open because yesterday I had to print some ASA and that be poison. Melted ASA fumes. It's like really cold over there now. You know, typical like nighttime stuff. Wait, play now that I've finished eating. Make it daytime. Buy another Logger's Toolkit and go to the free Not stooges, but, you know. Bad guys. Yes, that was also a pun. Maybe they give me a key. And maybe that key leads to another key that leads to another key. Found anything? Bet you didn't even go. I did actually, I found these feathers. You what? Found feather? A feather from him? It disproves everything. We knew it. You were right to be scared. You probably felt it before your mind caught up. That fear in your spine was just your survival instinct trying to save you. If only you knew better than to even try. The bird god is real. They kind of look really cute. I love these cute eyes and the little fang. Very adorable, and this little, like, almost looks like one of these, like, Christmas, like, gift things, the gift things where you pull, like, on both sides. And whoever gets, like, the more of the gift gets it. And it's mostly, like, some stupid hats, but it looks like he used, like, the good part. Pretty sad. Bloody Prince of Darkness lives, roams in the dark case. We knew we saw him with our own eyes, we did. You want him as your pet? Absolutely. Especially Sniles on the right. Oh yeah, absolutely. He has a dark figure, bloodshot eyes, and giant scaly wings. So it's a dragon? No. That looks, This hair reminds me of something, and I'm not gonna mention what it is. Well, it makes me sad to think about it, so. His monstrous wings shed bloody feathers every day, making way for new ones. Sharp claws and needle-like jaws can even tear through a coconut, yes. And he will bring his wrath upon the world once again. That's pretty decently strong jaws, yeah. Not the strongest, but a coconut is pretty, you know. You know exactly what I'm talking about? Oh, poor you. Oh, hail the bird god! Alright, you can come along too, but... You found evidence! So clear now. You must go find him. Yes, you must. I certainly mustn't. Oh yes, he calls for you. You must seek him. No, you must go find him. The cave! How could we have been so blind? Don't answer that. I understand. On our last voyage there we found this key in the ground. Well, we found a little fuzzy thing the key came with it. Maybe useful inside the cave. The cave. And what if I refuse to look for your bird god? Then he will come looking first. Alright, solid argument. Okay, well, we know exactly where that one goes to. That's the back cave. This game turned dark. This is supposed to be a cozy, like bed and breakfast type thing. I wonder if we uncover the darkest side of the loan shark business by the end of this, because there was some suspicious stuff going on there too. But yeah, definitely very concerning. Did not expect to turn that dark. Like, I mean, yes, we had the nightmare in the beginning, but I thought he was just, like, lonely or something, and then it would fix itself when he helped people. But apparently, no. hope I got this right. I hope I remembered the path right. Bam! What can I say? Seems to lead into a hidden chamber. Oh. It is a bird. Doesn't look like a parrot. No, what? That's cool. It's about time already. I've been waiting for ages. Hello? Well, don't just stand there with a smug look on your face. I'm famished. Are you the bird god? God, king, lord, emperor, pick your favorite. As long as you bring me something to eat at once. I'm glad, and you should not address me directly. You look a lot less scary than I thought. I turn into something scary, alright? Unless you get me something edible soon, I might just have to devour you. I have a significant fewer teeth than I thought. You have, not I. Oops. Quickly now, something red and delicious, something I can really sink my significantly fewer teeth in. So what will it be, the blood of a newborn? Don't be ridiculous, think your lord will go for some meat? Trust you still grow those around here. Let's just steal his key first and explore the rest of the dungeon, I guess? That makes things much easier. Seems to lead further into the darkness, huh? Mm-hmm. And stick to the right wall and follow that first. I don't want to lose my way. This seems to be very chaotic. Oh, hey! Vintage gramophone and a luxurious floor mirror. And onyx time, huh? So that's like the ancient treasure thing. That has been hinted at, and we got an old chest with some carpet and some more stuff. And this loot feels like we should have found it in the beginning or something at some point. Okay, so... I wanna go here first before I go to the area that I just cleared. How did this get all the way in here? That's one of the ancient things, huh? Kind of pointy, looks like a pop statue. Very cute, love it. Another round of prospector's gear. And whatever that was, I didn't pay attention. That was not Lynn, that was something else. No, I guess I was Lynn. Ah, whatever. Interesting. Let's make this guy's food. 3 snappy beet chips, huh? I do like beet chips. Especially if they have like balsamic glazing on them. Beet would be so good. I'm looking forward to be able to turn things back to daytime very soon. It seems like every time we leave it's nighttime. The reason I'm going here to cook is because we can actually buy certain ingredients here, and I think we can also find beets. Let's go into the kitchen and have a look. Well, not there. Not an intuitive design. Okay, I need to purchase that first. No, it's okay. Let's go to our friend's recipe card and buy beet chips, I guess. If we can. I hope we can. And snappy beet. Nah, I hate to do it. There we go. And what do we? Just cooking items, but not recipes, so that's not helpful. Fine, we're gonna walk into the kitchen and look. You would think that if you have a box with recipes, you could just literally, like, read them on the go, but apparently not. Herbs, beet, and wood. And we need one more wheat. Lovely. Okay, we just need wheat. Which I think was in Kaiko. Maybe? I don't know. I hope so. I'm really trying to remember here. But we have so many ingredients all over, it's kinda hard. That was bell peppers, that was carrot, that's spinach. I think beets may have been in the greenhouse in Winterberry. Let's check. But they were like in that area, but I guess I was wrong. That's okay though. Again, so many things, so hard to remember. There we go, beats. Also, I guess putting fuel into the heater will give us more money. That may help. Or, you know us, I'm just gonna... We don't need the money. How about that? No, nobody has to freeze anymore. That's not what I originally wanted here. I wanted to go into the kitchen. Wow. I'm getting sidetracked caring for customers. How dare I? Made one extra. Let's go back to Vlad, the inhaler apparently, because I bet he's gonna gulp down this food. It's getting worse, guys. I'm getting tired. Sorry. Yeah. Then so weird that even my bot's fallen asleep on my chair. Thanks, Panda. That's nice. I mean, thanks, Sloof, technically. Name of our dragon. I hate that you cannot change the name of the bot to the name of your character that you chose. Oh, yeah, he's just taking a little nap. Let the dragon have rest, right? Oops, there it is. It's either that I go to the right too far or to the left too far. I cannot just hit the cave entrance now. Yeah, I'm alright. Just some bad jokes. Okay, let's give him... Have you brought me my beads? I've got them right here. Give it here. Oh, finally something to appease the royal stomach. What's taking you so long anyway? Been waiting here for what felt like ages. Is the ceremony ready? What? I don't even know who you are. Peasants that keep me waiting all this time. Finally sent of a peasant. Listen, you, and listen well. King shall not be treated this way. King who? King God, whatever you see me as. I was quite happy in my old land, even without my special title. Could even say that the modest amenities there were better than these royal chambers. I think we have very different definitions of royal, mister. Can't believe this isn't such a simpleton after all this time. Sorry, but I don't think there's anything kingly about this place. It's all on the ground, an abandoned one. Abandoned? How dare you? These are clearly imperial grounds. You wouldn't know noble blood if I executed you in the town square. Why have you been locked in the royal chambers for all this time? Because of the preparations, of course. It's by my endless grace that I allow you to hear this explanation only this once. I was chosen as the next in line for the divine throne by loyal followers. They came to my home and took me on my regal trip towards my new kingdom post haste. It was quite a brutal journey, even by servant standards. For the good of the realm and my own protection, the guards brought me here to the Imperial Dark Cellar. Here would await the ceremony preparations to be completed. Should be summoned for my coronation shortly. They do like to take their time. Is that like was he supposed to be like a mining bird? Oh gosh, thank you for the hydration, Redeem. Can't believe I have to explain myself to a provincial. I see, well, at least you're not the bloodthirsty bird god looking for hunt me spot. How rude. That's what your weird little followers told me. If you meet a drink Renon smelling around the case for a whiff of my glory, I guess, and you can very much inform them that absence coronation ceremony I'm to be left alone. I don't think there's gonna be one. What? Oh, no? Why else would I be brought all this way here? You're simply not well informed enough to grasp the intricacies of high-level diplomacy arrangements. I will be here awaiting my servant. If you're not intelligent enough to be one, then be gone from my sight. Not royal chambers, what a turn. Also make sure you guys hydrate too, because not only the streamer has to remember that, also the viewers. It's very important. Hydrate, 8. Usually drink to fix that should be called hydrink, am I right? Yeah. Or hydrank, I guess. We don't know you? I don't know you? You don't know you. Sorry. I logic too hard. So, was there anything in there? Did you see him? I drank this. Hate to break it to you, fellas. There aren't any gods. Definitely not any bird ones. Thought he'd be too scared to go. Went through the entire cave and I found your bird god. No, you didn't. You're still alive. I did actually. His name is Vlad, and he has considerably smaller amount of teeth than what I was told. But the feathers. Turns out parrots shed feathers, especially when forced into a tiny room. Hold on. I thought he was like an eagle or something. He's a parrot. I was right with my... That was supposed to be a joke. When I said, oh, I bet that's a parrot. Okay. I guess I got that right. It's impossible. Oh, and he asked you don't go creeping on him anymore. He's got other priorities. This doesn't make any sense. The vision in the dream said to look for it. Go for the bird god. Starting to think we all should skip late dinners before bed. Maybe it was just our imagination. I haven't dreamt in a while. Yeah, me neither. Not since the night of the fire after the bear died. So that settles it. The what? Yeah, the big fire. Were you born yesterday? what was that about the bear? There's no other bears in the valley except me and my mom. Yeah, there was. They died in a fire, we think. How do you not know about that? I don't know. It's a big deal. That doesn't usually happen. Who's the bear? Did you know them? How did it happen? Look, guy, you mind taking your unexpected revelations elsewhere? Kind of have our own to deal with here. Yeah, besides it's not us you should be asking about bears around here. Flavors matter as ruthless goats, and those aren't even in anymore, apparently. Yeah, find someone else to ask. Don't let it stop ya. How about our mom? Also, let's open that up just for fun. What the hell happened? I mean, we know there was a riot and like chaos going on, but we heard about the fire, but we didn't know there was another bear. Was that like a father or something? Also, the temperatures have dropped significantly, literally everywhere in the surrounding area, which is very interesting. And it's once again nighttime. Lovely. Or still? No, it does move. I was like, does the time not move? Because we always land on this time, apparently. Hello dear, are you alright? You seem a little up. Am I? Yeah, I'm okay. I got something I need to ask you. Anything? Did something happen? No, I'm alright. Do you know anything about another bear in the valley? Oh, I thought it was just the two of us. Of course it's just us, dear. Who else could it be? Don't remember a lot about the fire. I was so little. Thank dear, I'm feeling a little cold in my fingers. Would you mind bringing your old mom a nice a hot cup of tea? Oh yeah, of course, Mom. Linton will do if you could. She knows something. She definitely knows something. Just get her some tea. We did pick up some leaves earlier, so that should help. But yeah, it was good that I reserved another day and just didn't continue playing the day I already did overtime. This is way longer. Oh, we need ginger! But that's spicy Linton tea, and I think we need just Linton tea, right? So without the ginger... we not get the recipe for that one? Sage tea... iced tea... citrus peach cooler and peach iced tea. Oh, I love peach iced tea. But I like my teas warm, and I would more consider that some kind of... fruit teas aren't really teas, you know? Where's that spicy Linton tea? You get ginger from the greenhouse? Let's try the greenhouse. I love that bear and breakfast mainly has turned into bear and all-in kitchen delivery service. No ginger, huh? Where did he find ginger? Was it over here? I'm trying to look on the map. I don't really see anything though. So that's a mean plant. Better stay out away from the plant. No, that's something else. That's chamomile. Okay, I just looked it up and that would have been the last place I would have looked at. So good thing I did, saves us some time. It's in Whitestone Bay. Let's turn the daytime again. Let there be a light. It's very magical. You go to bed and then you wake up and it's light. One linden tea coming right up after we cooked it. I like walking around in these kind of games. That's always what gets me. Because it feels like all you do is just going back and forth like quite a bit more. Also, my posture is terrible right now. Like curled up in my chair, kind of terrible. Oh, I need to. Hold on. If I already realized it, why are you wasting your points on it? Keep them for something more important. Come on. I'm actually gonna do a nice stretch. There. Why am I here? Oh yeah. I wanted to take the detour to the old lady, to the old crocodile lady, to get, I guess, one of the items for the museum or something. That's what you need to steal those for. You have many points, it's fine. Okay, your decision. Got something for me? Yes, ma'am. This weird gift from Tony. Ah, yes, the industrious beaver, always so hard-working. Never heard someone to share the fruits of his labor with. Strange creatures, fathers, wildly different from one family to another. You can always spot a good one from a mile away, just by the look in their eyes when watching their hatchlings. Suppose the same goes for bad ones, but they're not usually preoccupied with keeping an eye on their kin. Of course, you never met yours, have you? No, ma'am. How did you know? Being the local bog witch and not knowing these things, I'll be ushered away in a second. In any case, behold, a hallowed ball bearings. Symbol of father's loss. Something some folks search for their entire lives. Literally some ball bearings? Not so fast, my little swindler. I don't have the capacity to be fast. Except when bringing me garbage to turn into gold, you mean? Then you're as quick as white. I'm sure you had a fair bit of success with your displays, or else you wouldn't keep showing up. So my prices, I say, adjusted to the market. For all the hard work I've done, I need 100 lilies up front from now on, with 30 lilies per artifact. Throw in a little extra something for your trouble. Have you ever heard of the word greedy? I don't know why I'm asking you this, but just a question, just hypothetically. Ever heard of that word, lady? Is that why your poor friend here is like out every day in the swamps to search lilies for you, because you're so greedy for them? Wow. Don't want to care for those over there. How many do we have? 140. That is... We have two. From all of that, we have 21. Damn. I guess that's a completionist kind of thing to fill up the museum, though. Aww, she's just rolling around. How cute. Did you make some tea? Yes, here. Careful, it's hot. Just a little spicy. It's perfect. Just like you, my dear baby. Do you know anything about another bear? You make such great tea. You should open a tea shop. I don't even know what other flowers look like. Just like hold the bottle by its. Hey, a bit too sweet, maybe? Ma, yes? Is there something you're not telling me? Hank, my dear boy. My dear boy. I always told you that your name came from the spirit, Hank. Well, in a way it did. It was your brother who picked it. His name was Artie, and he was the best kid anyone could ask for. All the nonsense and myths about the gods, they're all stories to scare children, but I won't lie and say I didn't pray to them that evening. That night, the night of the fire, the universe was merciless. The sky felt so heavy, even before the sun set you could tell death was in the air. Artie was afraid the fire would spread, and he left to save his friends. He never came back. All we found was his burnt head and a torn cloth piece by the black stone needles. The fire went on for over a week. We ran and ran until we managed to escape here in this little corner of the woods. This was where we finally stopped to rest. It was just the two of us from then on, trying to survive. You, me, and the pain that kept us company for all these years. Shouldn't have let him go. Aw, poor Mom. I never told another soul about this. I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything, Hank. I'm sorry I haven't told you after all this time. I was afraid. I thought that if you knew, it would make it real again. It would bring the pain back, and it would tempt death again somehow. To come take you too. No, Ma. No, it won't. I won't let it. I'm sorry I lied to you. I understand. It's okay. I'm just a little surprised, I guess. Artie loved you a lot. He was so strong, but also so kind and caring. You were just as much. After that night, I didn't think I was going to make it. But you kept me afloat. You made me keep going. I'm sorry, Ma. You have nothing to be sorry about, my dear baby boy. You have an amazing and kind soul, which you always share with others, always so careful. I'd like you to have this. Somehow kept Artie close to me all these years. I think it's time he was by your side for a while. Thanks, Ma. Thanks for telling me. I love you, dear. Oh, I love you too, Ma. Oh, hold on. Are we gonna find our long-lost brother? Cause we know where that Onyx tank is. Yeah, it's very heartbreaking. It's so sad. But to be fair, they never found his corpse. They just found his torn clothes, so... But we don't know what the fire did to him. And I guess the years of probably eating just cave shrooms. It's the rule. Nobody know that. Oh yeah, it's absolutely the rule. I think it was down and then somewhere left down there, right? Trying to remember here. Yeah, it was. Onyx time. Time falls perfectly in place, completing the head of the Dark Zone stack. The path is cleared. Always good if there's a save. Oh. Ooh. I love that design. That's so pretty. Hi. I thought I told you to move. You take on the great risk of coming here. Surprised you found your way in. What are you? Silence! You are to speak only when spoken to. This is not your parrot friend Salah. I'm Harris, and I do not respond to any inquiries. Unless I'm required to. Are you required to? Do not tempt fate. You're just as guilty as them for opening the way again. Opening the way for who? The people? I said silence! If you wish to ask a question, I will grant you one answer, but it must be one. One question, one answer. So, what do you know about people? Humans are walking, talking plague upon the world. They are capable of creating means they do not comprehend. Means of creation, means of destruction. They are easily manipulated. Amen. And they manipulate easily too. They do not value the life around them unless it's to their benefit. They sometimes barely value their own. Stupidity brought immeasurable destruction to this land, bringing suffering to themselves, but also all the animals. What about the animals? One question, one answer. And what about us? What do you know about the animals? Animals are nothing if not less destructive humans. Animals do not seek to live beyond their means. Survival is both a noble and self-sustainable goal that the animals do not seek to overstep. They are more sincere and less volatile than humans. That's why the gods, that's why the god aspects keep their animal form instead of appearing human. So gods are real? Are you God? One question, one answer. Yes. What do you know about gods? Gods are simple to perceive but difficult to understand. We are aspects of the world, concentrated into a conscious form. We are not born, we are accumulation of energies emitted by the universe. Every world is different, and every universe radiates different energies that assemble different gods. I'm one of them. In this universe, I'm the god of disorder and fear. That checks out. This world has another four. What are they? One question, one answer. Think very carefully about your next question. It could very well be your last. Okay, I guess. Which one of the gods looks like Bert? Oh, is that your question? Yeah, that's the only one I saw in my dream. You saw Kai in your dreams? That's not possible. So it's Kai then. What are they god of? One question, one answer. Come on, I've asked like 20 questions already. Just give me a straight answer. Are you lying? I'll tell you if you tell me what's going on. Very well. In an ideal universe, humans would not have to exist, yet they do, which proves just as far from ideal as this one truly is. But in actuality, nothing is universal, neither are humans. Some are indeed born with capacity for more than just self-interest. Whether that can be considered good or bad depends on who you address the question to. On the same terms, neither are animals strictly beneficial to the precise flow of nature. Some are innately built with destructive tendencies. In reality, no creature born from disorder will ever adhere to one rigid set of structures. Either are capable of both good and bad, as it is governed by the gods who are by their very nature the fruit of disorderly chaos. High ears exist to disorder, and the abundance of fear innately carries. Barren nurtures regret and envy, both an ample reserve for this world. Erebos reflects both wisdom and skill, though not exactly in high demand as of late. Time perpetuates violence and apathy, forces that have no trouble thriving on their own, although suspiciously dormant for a while. And Kai, the other stuff also exists through the accumulation of order and light, both of which have been extremely dim in recent times. That's how the universe is governed in harmony. Or perhaps how it should be. A disruption occurred in recent times. I do not know what involved it. But I know that it was strong. Humans are enacted an amount of pain and destruction of overwhelming proportions. Kay has been absent since. I have been here trying to prevent another occurrence. Now speak, what did you see? I saw a dark figure with what looked like wings and very bright blue eyes. How could you see Kai? I've been making great efforts to entice humans back into this valley. It's like you said, not all people are bad. Some are actually really nice, but some can really suck. Well, how would he appear to you? A lot of them just like to leave trash everywhere, though. Yeah, definitely. Before the disruption, Kai reached out to me. They left me a relic. Onyx stone, a relic darker than the night. Oh, that's like the knitted needle I get to use to get to this place. What? One question, one answer. Tell me. Please, alright. The door had a picture of a stag and one of its little ender bits was missing. What did it look like? It looked just like that, very dark but shiny when I put it in the door opened. I see it, and it's clear what I must do. You will take the onyx stone and you will use it to find Kai. How am I supposed to do that? This is as far as my knowledge reaches. You must reach that conclusion on your own. But you must do it, and it must be soon. I was just getting used to this place. Leave. Guess not. Also, you have charcoal lilies, and I hate to say it, but I need them for a very greedy person. The iron key leads to the doorway that leads down the stairs, right? Huh. Let us go back that way, huh? Because we have to go upstairs and use the iron key for that. Okay. Don't know about this. No luck without its key, huh? Who could know about this? I'm not sure if a friend could, like if the crow could. We have the park ranger. Don't know if she would. I don't think so. Maybe the old hag. Or no, the bird. I think the bird on the A24 told us before about an artifact being real, if I'm right. So let's go to the A24 and see. Not too sure though. I'm just guessing here, but might as well try. Maybe. No. Next one, the old hag, huh? I guess this is separate from collecting the charcoal ladies. I don't know if she's the answer though. I don't know if it would give me a quest marker if she was. I don't know if it does that, so. Okay, I guess not. Oh, why did I throw all the lilies out I collected before? Maybe the gang boss on the A24? Now that I think about it, maybe he knows. Why did we not check the trash? I should say the scrapyard boss. I don't think he knows. Oh my god, that's quite a stone you've got there. I don't think any of my regular tools are gonna be of any use with that, but I do have something a little bit more heavyweight. Give it here, maybe the old jeweler's kid can cut through it. Would you look at that? Went right through it, like a butter knife. Through and through. Jeez. Oh, that's not it. Anyway, well, this here kid's got to get you through the hardest stone you need. I can't let you have it for nothing. Sorry, this already cost me an arm and a leg. You can get it from my shop if you find some place you need to use it. Oh, that's a different thing. Find a use for the jeweler's kit, huh? That is very much so expensive. We need to wait another couple of days, I guess. We're not making much money every day. No, we actually lose money. Okay, what I have to do then is I have to turn off the garbage stuff. Okay, jeweler's toolkit, huh? Who could use that? Hey, stay here. I wanna talk to you. We don't see the volume what they throw away until you point it out to them and then charge them extra. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Who could use a jeweler's toolkit? Problem is we didn't get a marker for this guy either. My pa used to tell me to never go out. Should I listen to him? Maybe one extra top until you, the cockroach starts flying. Okay. Definitely not home. I mean, Charlotte makes things. The problem is she only wants to talk to us with charcoal, but I don't know if that's like connected. Like if you need to get her the charcoal first. The charcoal at least before you can actually. I don't know. I'm gonna collect some more. Definitely easier in daytime. I can see where the trees kind of are at, so I don't run into them. But yeah, I expect us not to have enough charcoal, at least by far. We need like way more. Come back when you got enough lilies. Okay, yeah. How many do you have? Okay, we're like halfway through. Or not quite if you count the stuff with you, the 30 she wants for the next thing. Because you need technically 130. I don't know if she can actually do anything with the kit. All this sitting and not moving has made me really cold. And I guess the overworking the last 2 days doesn't help either. I'm sitting here with like an extra blanket and a thick pullover, but you know, if it's like blood pressure related, then you're not getting warm from that. Nah, there's nobody else left in Pinefall. Also, I guess we don't only need to find the use, we also need to have one. Guess we can drop off the ball bearings in the museum, shall we? Might as well while we're here. It's a very odd collection of things. Who else do we have? Tumorgus with the barfly, huh? Haven't had that much. Go to High Lake and ask Park Ranger lady. Or we could ask the wood carving guy. You know, the guy that loves chairs too much. Maybe he knows how to carve stone also. I guess Sabine just stays at the tower. Okay, fine. How annoying. It's actually shorter to go to Pinefall than the other way. Sorry. I'm really getting tired. But I don't want to have another day in this. I mean, I guess I could, but like... I mean, I technically still have half an hour of playtime. Maybe we can do that. Let's try Sawdust, and then let's try our friend in the thicket, where, like, our crow friend. Let's try him first. Then we need to wait for the day to pass to actually be able to use it. Let's just sleep in. Nothing. I cannot find who this is. I'm gonna look it up. I just don't know any, how good they have it. No one bothering them about not flying. I'm literally walking here. Alright, chill. Sabine. I forgot about Sabine, so we need to go back. I'm going around in circles by now. Maybe the little guy in White Bay? Or the bear, or the bear cat thing in the other place. Wasn't there? Yeah. Oh, it's so bright for my eyes. Being afraid of height just means you haven't seen everything that's down there. Interesting piece of information, wisdom, whatever. Gotta take better care of myself. I am taking good care of myself. I'm taking really good care of myself. But the sheer fact is also that I cannot really do any other time the next few days because of the move. So, and then afterwards it's gonna be straight into playing Pokemon all day. With like naps and stuff in between, but still, you know, idea's the same. Okay, what's this guy? There's a chance that any box I find down there is gonna make me rich. Never happened to anyone I know, but that's not gonna stop me. There. You're not convinced? I literally did end some streams earlier when I was too tired to keep going. A decent bit of streams actually. No, I'm not gonna do that. I never went through that area up there. There is a path through there though. Keep the last idea before I have to look things up. It's gonna be Winterberry. Guess I have to be the devil on your shoulder because if we ain't gonna stay up all night, drink energy drinks. The last part I'm gonna ignore. No thanks. Also, I am not gonna stay all night. Like, as soon as I feel like my health is not taking it well, then I will obviously stop. In this weather, even my fleece could need another layer. Good to know that he has fleece. I guess we now do too. Booyah! Damn, it saves so much money to not clean up the trash. Who would have thought? Wow, what a grim discovery. Let's go to the hut over here and ask this guy. And then I guess I don't think you can eat it anyways. I'm pretty sure it's like a rock or crystal or something. Good that you also have no clue. They don't either. Unless you're Abigail from Stardew Valley, because she could eat it. There's or a Goron from Zelda, because they can shoot through stones. Never thought the thing I miss most would be a big quiet branch to nab on. Yeah, fair. I love that that's the conclusion to this. That's the conclusion you got to? To be fair, it feels like you're on a trip sometimes when you play it. Yes, she likes it. How did we end up at that? Okay, let me actually buy the kit. You're not familiar with the game, so you ask silly questions. Yeah, I guess, to be fair, way wrong genre. way wrong genre. Okay, let's buy them. Silly in-game lore from a glitch. If you give her a gem as a gift, she thanks you as if you gave her food. Yeah. I've watched a lot of Stardew content, never really got into playing it though. Even watched like a marathon of like people going into the caves for like hours and hours on end, and I don't even know why I watched that. Don't know, but there was some seedy underbelly stuff going on in the game. Fair. Jeweler's kit. Oh my goodness, okay, yeah. You are not supposed to actually search for a person, you're supposed to find a place to use it. That would have taken... Most people took like hours to find that, so I'm glad I looked that up. Yeah, the thing is, now that they mentioned it, I do remember that there was a thing. Okay, there is some alcohol abuse and some applied use of psychedelics, but not something quite that extreme. Makes much more sense than what you say. Yeah, fair. I'm supposed to be... There's like a small, like... whatever area somewhere. Ah, top right, not here. Thought it was top left, but no, it's top right. Never mind. It's at the pond. I guess we don't need to meet the other gods since they were mentioned. Or do we need to find all of the gods, cause that could take some time. If this game has one thing, it is content. And a surprising amount. I thought we were kind of done after finishing, like, building everything, but no. It's the top right of my leg. It's supposed to the top right of my leg. Where are we supposed to go? Right of my leg area, the black stone pond-like thing. Yeah, there. Oh. Oh, we're searching for... Oh. Oh. Dangerous path lies ahead. I was like not looking for an exit. I was looking for like a stone. Hello, gate. Okay. Oh, hello. Hello. Hey there, nice birdie. Thank you. Didn't do anything, I swear. You did, more than you know. Don't even know how to do that. Do not be alarmed, you are in no danger. Not any more than you were a minute ago. So, am I in danger? In a sense, life itself implies the presence of danger to its permanence. I'm not the right bear to talk about these things, but you are the only one here, the only one that could ever be here. I'm only here because of the fox telling me to be. Ah, Eris. Well, more like yelling at me for no good reason, but still. A worthy counterpart, Eris. Excuse me, as I draw my breath for a moment. Thank you. What do you mean about her? Eris provided stability for the world where I was indisposed. Even though her methods are her own, it was enough to ground reality in my absence. Where were you? I was right here, unable to leave. I've been weakened and imprisoned over the course of years, until you found me. Before this, the world had been plunged into disaster, not a simple chaos that thrives with its own disorder that would eventually balance itself out. It was a complex cycle of cruelty and death orchestrated by another god. Time, the embodiment of violence. He had found a way to lure humans into false sense of power permeated through his own potential. Humans are the perfect vessel to imbue with a deceiving dominance, so the violence spread and Time grew stronger. As luck would have it, it was also humans that provided the opposing force required, leading to a boiling energy that eventually had no more space to accumulate, and as such erupted. The night of the fire. Correct. Was that what it might happen way there? Wait, did you see any bears? Did you see my brother? Gods don't usually resolve such multitudes of inquiries, so yeah, I knew that. Conflict began after the sun had set. A clear night had fallen over the valley. The darkness settled over all humans, animals, and nature in this corner of the world. The tension that had been building up over days and months and years was not visible but perceptible. Without a moment of hesitation, the violence erupted. Brutality and rage exploded with savage momentum, engulfing everything in their path. Humans fighting each other, answering violence, with little regard for any of their surroundings. Invisible to the mortal eye, my confrontation with Time had begun. A celestial skirmish that would determine more than just the outcome of this clash. It would define the shape of this world and its immediate future. Violence and pain would continue their reign. There would be little left to share between either humans, animals, or the gods. I did however catch a glimpse of someone else in that moment. Your brother was indeed present at the time of our conflict. His was valiant effort to aid the victims of the wave of violence. But his outer shell proved too fragile to endure the brutality of that ensued. Indeed, Time struck with a force so powerful almost nothing could confront it. In the aftermath of our clash, everything turned white as if struck by lightning, then dark as if that had been the last sliver of light to ever exist. The battle had no clear winners, only unmistakable losers on all sides. Don't know what Hein's fate was, but I know he did fare slightly better than I had, only just. I'd collapsed here at the top of the hollow gate, too weak to rise. I know Tyne still had some residual strength, for it was he that imprisoned me in these onyx shackles. And to make sure I could not leave by any means, he locked me behind this dark sorcery, placing an onyx fawn at the entrance as an unbreakable bond, the mirror of his youthful innocence. And so this is where I began my slumber, trying to recover what little power I could, until someone somehow could break the stone and break the curse. Until just now, when someone did manage to break the stone and free me from my shackles. Please allow me another moment to draw my breath. What's gonna happen now? It's not ours to know, but only the universe's to now be freed from an existence convicted to slumber. Fate I could have never avoided on my own. But hindsight is best left to die alone. You have done well, young bear. Better than what would be expected of you. Better than most. I thank you. The skies have cleared, the burden of dark is slowly lifting. The light is free to dance once more. I grieve for your brother's life, as I do all souls that are taken prematurely, but I'm grateful for your heart, as it has achieved an ambition greater than its promise. And that does indeed fill my own with great purpose. Okay. This is the high for you and me. Yeah, I would think so too. So... I guess that was that. But we do have another path in the road to open. And we didn't finish the museum yet. I'm just looking to a quest log. Okay, that was apparently the main quest. I did not expect it to end like that. So I guess our brother is indeed vanished, just like, not by the fire, but by his stronger force, just literally just vanished by a fight of the gods. I don't know if that's better or worse, but I guess it's quicker in a way. So probably better. I don't know. So yeah, I guess he just vanished. Completely. Poor bear never knew his brother, and his brother was a hero that tried to save things but just got dragged into the God's War casually. But yeah, I guess we never gotten to figure out the truth about the shady company and why they behaved so weirdly. Why they couldn't talk, really. 78, we're actually decently close to getting more. Oops, I missed one. But yeah, very interesting, very concerning. But hey, at least that one god that was on our side more is existing again and here to protect us again. And I guess we didn't really get an answer why he wanted humans to come back. But I guess he gave us an answer as to why the war happened. Just that it was a chaos that another god caused. Which, yeah. Hope that will not happen again. With whatever after the fight. I mean, they could fight on for eternity now that he's back up. But we didn't have any chaos while he was down anymore. Like, even though the other god didn't have much power left, I would assume that he would just continue like normal. You know? Gonna turn it on at least on these two. The others I don't really care for, but these two. Yeah, I don't know, that was fairly unexpected. I thought maybe sequel bed and breakfast to the cozening. I didn't think there's a bed and breakfast too. And they don't seem like they're planning another game. Sounded like a funny word. The cozening. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of made sense for my German brain. I thought you were like actually like telling me that there is another game. Yeah, sure. So I guess the only way to actually make money out of having everybody else run the places is if you really upgrade everything to level 5, and I guess you can do that, but not really interested in doing that. But yeah, all the side quests are technically to stock up the museum. Which I'm actually quite curious which other items the museum has. Let me have a look at the list. Okay, collectibles. Steel feather, giant mirror, magic magnet, ball bearings, troubled arthropoid, Giant cocoon, unclaimed baggage, and triple dog collar. So there's 4 side quests there, and then let's see, I'm looking at all the quests. Quests available. Strange noise, creeper face, so does Wanderlust, creep shit. We are currently at Lake Sardines on the road again. Bus stop, junk road, winter discontent, Barbers calling. Baliga, clean up the big cabin. Help the old lady. Eastward, Kingston found. Payday and a short contrast. Chili cabins, great ingredients. At a distance that stirs, stepping stones, no big deal, fresh out. Okay. Right up, can of worms outside, spilling the beans of the trees. Is on the silk, the humans the only? Okay. The only different one like sardines. Milk and honey, rise to the top, tamed by heart and watering. Oh. Okay, so apparently when you finish like some of the management quests, you're gonna get more a quest that leads more to the collection quests. So it's like just a completionist thing that I don't really care for. So I don't think I'm gonna continue this. Except for if anybody else has any knowledge about this game and wants to tell me that I should actually finish all of them. But if there's literally no story happening anymore and it's just finishing the quest, then I don't really care. Got bigger and better things to do anyway, yeah, like cleaning on the microwave. And my oven. And putting the last stuff in boxes. Or not quite the last, because part of it I'm not gonna put in boxes now. So I'm just moving like everything but the non-essentials. But yeah. You mean as far as games go? Technically, the next one is actually gonna be a smaller one. And then afterwards, I don't know if the Pokemon game is gonna be better, so I'm gonna hold my judgment for that. But this game was a lot of fun. Be 3 away from finishing this quest, that's all. Game needs to be put in hibernation. Yeah, it was a long while. But I guess like if you're 100% completionist, you can give like all of the like motel, every place like 100% like makeover, so every room is level 5 and like everything is well decorated and has like the highest rating and can accommodate every guest. I may do that a little bit in my free time, just grinding this game a little, just for fun. I think you've only ever 100% of like 2 or 3 games. Okay. I mean, I guess. I don't tend to 100% a lot of games anymore, but in my childhood there was a decent bit of games that I 100%ed. And then there's of course certain games that have 100% plus bonus quests that you give yourself. Like there's certain Pokemon games, like the Mystery Dungeon games, where you technically, like, you don't have to, and it's not really a thing, like list-wise, but you can technically try and make every Pokemon your partner Pokemon and things like that. Whereas in the mainline Pokemon games, for example, finishing the Pokédex obviously makes sense. But yeah, I have to say I am very content with what we've done. Overall, I think this game was very cozy and enjoyable. The ending was a bit underwhelming. Like, if you like cozy building type games and organization type games, definitely a thing to play. You know, you have a lot to discover, a lot to cook, like to unlock, to craft, to decorate. Never 100%ed a game in your life, got close with Kingdom Hearts 3, but not quite. Fair. I mean, it's not even like necessary if you just like to play the main story and the side quest, but don't want to go for all the collectibles. That's like more than understandable. Very anticlimactic. Yeah. But yeah, like, they could have maybe ended it with some end credits so we know it's done. You know, just be like, oh yeah, and the god rose to like protect the valley once more, and they've given us a little thing of like why he like wanted humans to come back to like make sure that the balance and peace is actually put back or something, and that he's gonna protect the valley, and that like the other that he wants to make sure that the other god cannot do again what he did, and that everything was back in order to how it was before in the beautiful times or something. And then they could have cut after that like visual cutscene thing, the image cutscene story, they could have just cut to an outro with, you know, actual like scrolling credits, so we knew that it was done. I mean, you can always go back in and play more, that's not the thing. Like, a lot of games have like outros for the main quest, but it's just weird. It was just a weird ending. But yeah, overall, like, if you like these kind of management things, it's a very cute game. I really enjoyed it more than I thought I would. But yeah, let's see who's rateable, and while we're rating out, I'm gonna look at if I have a game that's played in 3 hours, so that and that has a horror tag, so that tomorrow we can maybe play a little horror game, because I think the rest of the month we will not really get to that too much. There's surprisingly little people streaming. We haven't rated Chaos Kittens and Crafting in a while, huh? What did they do? They're having a Hugo Boss perfume ad, that's what they have. It looks like they're cross-stitching another thing. I don't quite see what they're cross-stitching. But let's rate them. Right? Sorry. So, horror. Yes. I mean, it's October. Gotta play some Halloween stuff. I would have, like... I cannot go to sleep yet. I literally, to uphold my sleep schedule, need to stay awake for like at least another 2 to 3 hours. And that means cleaning and actually moving around. The problem that I'm always having is like sitting and playing games actually tires me a lot. So, you know, if I move around, then that's fine. Plus, like, I took a nap right before this 3.5 hour session, so that's even more fine. So I'm not, like, sleep tired, I'm just gaming tired, if that makes sense. Like screen tired. I'm so stubborn? No, I go to bed whenever I need to go to bed. But if I go to bed too early, I can only sleep 4 hours. Then I'm gonna be awake at 8 in the morning, and then I'm gonna be tired the entire day, and I can maybe nap like a half an hour nap in between, and then in the evening I'm too tired. And then the next day, when I actually have to be awake at like 12 something, then I will not be able to sleep well before that, because I will be too tired and then overtired, and then for my appointments I'm gonna be just drained. And I will be back really late in the evening on Tuesdays, as always, or late in the afternoon. And then I will have to still like pack some of my basic equipment here, since the move is on Wednesday. So no, I'm not gonna mess up my sleeping schedule. Gonna make me feel even worse. And not to say that I'm feeling bad or anything, just literally like a little bit tired. But yeah, no, that's not working out. Just because I'm yawning doesn't mean that I'm actually tired. I go to bed when I'm tired. I end my streams when I'm tired. It's just giving me a hard time, but no, you feel bad? Nah. I'm probably, to be fair, I'm probably one of the only people that actually takes care of themselves when they say they take care of themselves. Okay, horror. Happy Game is 2 hours, Town of Light is 3 hours. I think we're gonna go for Town of Light. Yeah, either way, stream it.